To the show, he has built himself an incredible stable and is a runaway leader in the owner standings. But as we found out in this report, he's had lots of help. There's Roger Gerard in the winner's circle once again. His horses are closing in on $500,000 in earnings this year, and it's early. He is the most successful quarter horse racing owner in Ontario.
Oh, I believe that Sue, I didn't know because I didn't know that much about horses. Right from the get-go, I wanted to get people who knew about it. So I wanted to get good trainer in the States, Ken Crawford. I've got an excellent group assistant trainer. And the principal thing is when I met with Ken, we went and bought about $800,000 worth of horses, So that's how we started this whole thing together.
The strength of my stable is my team. I tell you what, I've got one of the best assistant trainers, grooms that you can have. And Roger put that team together for me. When I came here, he told me who he had working for him, stuff like that. I kind of showed him some things, got everybody doing it my way, and things just took off from there. Well, we start out early in the morning, and we don't hardly leave the barn. We get like an hour. We take an hour lunch break, and then we're right back in the barn, and we're icing and rubbing horses and doing legs and whatever it takes. So I usually find the horses for Roger. That's one thing that was one of the great things about taking this job here is he give me the power to do that for him, and that's something that most owners won't do. But he wanted to try to get the right kind of horses, and I was down there in the States where I was around the right kind of horses to bring up here, and that's how it got started that way.
So, how does a French Canadian from Rouyn-Noranda, Quebec end up with a trainer from Siloso, Oklahoma?
Well, my brother was acting as an agent for Roger. Roger was going around, he was trying to buy some horses, and he came in contact with my brother. My brother started buying horses for him, and then he needed a trainer, and so I guess somehow or another my name got thrown in the hat, and then I come up and met with Roger, and that's where we started from there.
Oh, I started with, I was racing a little bit in the States, and I came in here a little bit, and I knew that if I wanted to be here, I had to get something together half decent. So I met Clint and asked him if he was interested to come to work in Canada for me, with a working permit and all that. And Clint came in. We put about 8-9 people together, and there we are.
The total earnings, you're closing on a $500,000 mark. That's phenomenal for this time of year.
Yeah, it's very, very good. We're having an excellent year. We have a good year last year, an excellent last year. This year is we had a little slope there on the stake, but because we built a lot of money in the 2 years old. And 2 years old just got hurt, and the 3 years old is always the name of the game. Sometimes when it comes through, you're a winner, and when it just got hurt, you just, So no, this year I guess we have an excellent year. So like I said, everything is due to my group. I just I'm the owner and the guy. I'm not the one who's doing the most work. Those people are doing it,
Me and Roger, we're like best friends. I mean, he tells me things, I tell him things, and our friendship's got stronger and stronger as the years have gone by.
The first year we're a second owner. We just try to put everything together. It takes time and money to put things together, and it also takes a lot of patience and love for the horses. Because if you don't love horses, you cannot be in that game.
What do you look for in a horse, first of all?
I look for size. I look for it's just a look that I find in a horse. Plus, I also go off that past performance just like anybody else would. And like my babies, when I go to the sale, a lot of times, I watch them and I see what they look like. I check them on the pedigrees, and we just go from there. It's just a certain look that I have for a horse and on my 2-year-olds, and so far it's been pretty successful.
Are you breeding horses as well?
I started to breed horses, but I don't think it's some things I really want to get involved to. I think the Ontario Incentive Program, it's excellent. I just think the people who are studying are younger than me, and they got the time. But racing 40, 50 horses and breeding 10, 12 horses is too much for me, and it's too much in the winter time because it takes all your time, And I'm 56 years old, so I'm more looking at enjoying myself and not better to go on and maybe buy a few baby to, $15, $16, $20,000. I buy 6, 7 every year. And this year I'll be looking, it's supposed to have a sale, and I really hope this sale in Ontario will work. I hope everybody's going to get together with the Ontario Racing Commission and with the QROE, Bob Rostock and his group, and I hope that we're going to get a sale. I really hope we do, because right now that's a disadvantage because there's not that much Ontario bred horse up there to enter the Ontario bred horse racing. Oh, I just think they really I think the Ontario Racing really try hard to get the people to go into the quarter horse, and they really try people to help them because they don't cost a pile of money. They put some good incentive. They'll give you a $4,000 to grant for some people who just qualify in the trial, some $6,000 a certificate. They're trying really hard for people to understand that to go breed quality horses.
What advice do you have for somebody who wants to be a trainer?
Well, you have to be dedicated and have the passion for the game, and I've been in it my whole life. I loved it, obviously. So, if you don't have that, you don't need to start it. But that's what I would think.
I think, quarter horses are wonderful. You fall in love with them, and that's why you're going to be very careful as an owner. You just don't spend too much time in the barn because you fall in love with them. That's the problem.
Coming up, he's trained some of the best in the business, and he's got a hot one now.
And now, we are stepping up.
Hi, I'm Dave Duvall with your track tip. What are the different types of wagers? Now, you can bet on a horse to win, place, or show. That is, finish first, second, or third. If you bet a horse to place, you win money if the horse finishes first or second. If you bet a horse to show, you win money if the horse finishes first, second, or third. When you make a place or show wager, you have a greater chance of winning, but the payouts are usually less. Placing exotic wagers are more complex and involve multiple bets on multiple horses. These bets usually have higher returns. Betting the daily double means picking the winner of the first and second races. Other wagers with this theme, like the Pick 4 or Pick 6, involve picking the winner of a number of consecutive races.
For over 30 years now, Don Reed has been making an impact in quarter horse